He's awesome.
Well, he will be instrumental in this game going up against Kevin Lish and Damien Martin in the backcourt for the Perth Wildcats. But let's have a look now at the starting lineups. First of all, for the New Zealand Breakers and Kirk Penny. Well, him and his backcourt teammate CJ Bruton, they're the dynamic duo of this team. They're the leaders. And also with the front court, Oscar Foreman, Rick Rickett and Dylan Boucher. That's your starting five for the NZ Breakers. And rolling into town, the big boys of the NBL, Wade, Kevin Lish, Sean Reddish, Luke Schencher, Damien Martin. It's a talented roster for the Perth Wildcats, who come in joint leaders at the top with last week's opponents, the Wollongong Hawks. Nara koe nā te kapa Perth Wildcats. E whakarere ana ki te tuki ki tēnei tira te kapa Breakers. Having a look at last week's performance part of the Breakers got beat up on the boards against the Wollongong Hawks, and they've got some tall timber, this Wildcats team with Schencher and Redditch in particular. As your officials, Gerrich, Clark, Kevin Few, adjudicate this game. How will they combat this monster front court of the Perth Wildcats?
Well, hopefully they've taken the lessons learned from last week's game against Wollongong. That got absolutely killed on the boards. I was speaking with a couple of the guys before the game, and they're looking forward to it. They know it's going to be a grudge match. It always is when they play against the Perth. They bring the physicality, and you know the Breakers got to match it, otherwise it's going to be a long night. But I'm sure the boys will bring it.
They have built up a big rivalry over the last few games. Remember, it was almost it was a big arm wrestle the last time the Breakers took on the Wildcats here at the Miltra Event Centre. They got the win in that match. And they got beat up when they went to Perth. So it seems as though, and it looks as though even more so this season, that home court advantage really is a big help.
Oh, it is. It's like the six-man wherever you go. And, I mean, as you can see, the majority of teams are winning their home games just on the road. And if Perth can pick up this one, close out this series against the Breakers, it'll hold them in good stead. Yeah, I'm just looking at big old Luke Schencher right there, the old teammate of mine from last year at the 36ers. Him and Rick are battling already. It's good to see.
Yeah, the big former Adelaide 36ers. John, it's taken a little while for him to find his feet in Perth. But he's getting more and more consistent the more time he spends with this new team.
Oh, Martin is a defensive specialist, that guy. He's hounding Oscar wherever he goes. Oh, there he is again.
Here's Martin in the passing lane, picking up the first turnover. And right back at him, right to Oscar Foreman. Foreman jacks up a three. Oh, it's way off.
Beautiful drive there by
So Damien Martin just blew straight past Oscar Foreman.
Yeah, no, that was a great drive by Martin. Oh.
Nice fake by Penny, who found Rick Rickett in good position. And Schencher made it count. That ball was not going anywhere near the cylinder.
But that's how you got to foul, you know. I mean, you got to make sure they didn't get up that shot. You know it's going to be a foul, so you just make sure they didn't make it an and one. Make him earn it from the charity stripe.
Rick Rickett, the Energizer Bunny of the team. He's got really solid stats, over 14 points, over 8 rebounds. And in my mind, he's a key player, especially with RV Story, the American import who left the Breakers a few weeks ago. John Riley's come in. As you progress through the season and as you get to the postseason, I mean, your big men come to the forefront.
No, they sure do. Like you said, Rick, he's just the energizer for the team. You know, he gets pumping, the crowd gets into it. The whole team just kind of feeds off that energy.
Schencher backing in.
A bit too many steps here, Luke. Good D from Rick.
An interesting battle, those two. Penny goes baseline, finds CJ unmarked for three.
one thing I've noticed with the Breakers, whenever CJ comes to the party, the Breakers are pretty tough, you know? Especially with Kirk out in those few games. And once he starts making those wide open ones, it can be tough to stop right there.
He can turn it up real quick. Martin having a big impact in the early stages of this quarter, scoring all the Wildcats points. And he'll get the chance for one more at the free throw line.
He's a tough player right there. I remember talking to Sean Dennis last year, just, you know, the intensity this guy brings every night. Good hesitation there of the on ball. CJ got caught a little bit. Rick went back to help out Luke on the drive, and he got the wide open layup and one. Can't make their free throw, though.
Martin at the two guard is a really good rebounder, 5.3 a game. Ricketts 8-footer's no good. Wildcats on the run, led by Redic. He throws it up. Pass it a little off cue.
It was the right idea, you know, you had the big man right under the hoop, just, yeah, the pass is a little bit off. He goes Martin again, hounding like he does.
Rickett. Aggressive moves, shot stuffed.
Oh. I like what the Breakers are doing so far, you know. We're getting a lot of penetration in. Dilly on the last time. The sister Rick didn't make the jumper, but there you go. You have him going aggressive to the hole there.
Breakers do have a lot of success when they do put the ball on the floor and take it strong. So the hoopers, Oscar Foreman throws up his second three, it's short.
Everybody in the league knows that the Breakers are better from a three-point, but you know, once they start getting that game going to the hoop, it's going to open up those opportunities. And Oscar, you know, like he did a couple of weeks ago, once he gets his feet set, he'll be all right.
Boucher.
And that's one guy you just can't leave open.
Well, the Breakers 2 of 4 from the three-point line, not hesitating to throw him up from beyond the arc. 8-4. Hey, a strong baseline.
That was a very impressive take there by Stephen, man, on the baseline there. Look at Redic and Oscar just battling down in the low post. Good hands by Dilly, unfortunately. Got picked up for the foul there.
Dylan Boucher, one of the best defenders in the league. No question about that. If you have a look at some of the statistics of the season, well, the Breakers are prone to giving up a lot of fouls. Boucher and Oscar Foreman, they're number 1 and number 2 in the league. Actually, I think Ivy Story was number 3, but he ain't around anymore, so we won't count him.
I'm sure Dylan will make up for his absence.
They hits both free throws. So the Wildcats take the lead, 10-8. Of course, at the beginning of this season, there were, well, the international rules applied to the NBL. So from 12 minutes per quarter, went down to 10. 5 fouls instead of 6. Have you seen those rule changes make, change? Has that impacted on how things are run in the league this season?
Well, yeah, I think it has quite dramatically, especially, that foul count. The intensity normally goes up because the time's a lot shorter. People are always in your face, kind of like Kirk is right now. But, yeah, this year, it's really kind of bit the Breakers on the backside a little bit with the fouls. Like you said, they're first in the league for giving up all those fouls, and he goes Redic. Mate, when he gets going, he can be pretty deadly. He's leading his team in scoring, rebounding. He's a pretty impressive player right there. Breakers can't afford to let him get going.
There's Mr. All-Round for this Wildcats team as CJ throws up another 3. Redic collects 3-on-2. Fast break opportunity. Wildcats Lish, let's go over 3, and he makes it count.
I'll tell you what I've been of that play there is that on-ball that Redditch set in the transition. When you set an on-ball on somebody running at full speed, it's tough for the defenders to adjust. I know Redditch didn't get the point, but they had to switch and open up for the 3-0.
Foreman gets a slow delivery. After Rickett muscling up against Redditch. Hook shots off, collects the offensive board. There he goes again, another shot. That's no good. Boucher.
They're battling out there, man. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's a big improvement from last week. Foreman pick up the foul on Shenja. Yeah, it's a lot more aggressive. Breakers outfit on the glass. There's Abercrombie and Ronaldson checking for the Breakers, as well as the Cat. Martin Catalini, one of the most experienced players in the league. He's on court for Wade, Perth Wildcats.
Yeah, it's good to see Tony and the Cat out there. I'm sure there have been a lot of battles together. They've played together on the national team. And see them going out tonight in this big match with both teams. It's awesome to see.
Well, the Perth Wildcats, they want to redeem themselves. They've had a rough month. They went down not once, but twice to the Gold Coast Blaze, both in Perth and Gold Coast. So there have been a few question marks on whether the Wildcats had, whether they picked too early. Penny lets go the 3 in the corner.
That's just poetry in motion right there. You got a 7'1" guy running at you, hand contested, and doesn't even phase him. He's locked in. Awesome to watch the focus of this guy.
2 of 2 from the 3-point line. 6 points in the match. Penny. Shenja fakes, charges.
Wow, interesting call. I'd like to see that on the replay.
Ana, koe nei tō mātou kupu poi tūkohu. Mo te hauwha tuatahi, rohe kuru, kiho. As our Māori basketball word for the first quarter, rohe kuru, kiho. Nā ko karangatia te tehi taupo e te kapa Breakers. Timeout called by the Breakers. They're down by 3, 13-16.
They've got 3 uncontesteds in a row down
and
there.
also, don't forget, Matt Gunn, the Breakers Hour, Wednesday, 3 to 4 p.m. Everything you want to know about the NBL on radio is on Radio Sport. And you can catch them up online, www.radiosport.co.nz. Matt Gunn and the Breakers Hour.
You don't want to go flying out on Central, let him dribble. Just contest that, okay? Keep them out of the way. Offensively, 2 things. When we break the press and we get this thing up, get it down and hit this postman and go into weak. The other thing is they're switching everything. So as you're coming off handoffs and stuff, you got littles on big. And then we've got 2 curls, all right, and 4 down is always a good one. Let's go 4 down for Bear right here. All right, 4 down for Bear. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Lamar's just talking about, how he's going to react to the pressure that Perth are putting on. As soon as they beat it, he wants to get into the post play right there for a week. Get some action going on the weak side. And as you heard right there, he's going to get the big Tony Ronaldson, the Bear involved. So let's see how they respond to this pressure. And they should get into the post anytime soon. Perth, mate, awesome on defense right here. Just tenacious. Good to see. There you go. Bear inside. Nice little hook shot. How's that for execution, huh?
Clockwork. Tony Ronaldson. That's shade under 10 points and 3 boards per game. And his new role coming off the bench. 19 seasons in the league. And Shenja giving up 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Rick will be pretty pleased with his defensive efforts on 7'2" giant.
Yeah, the rotation's pretty sound there. And then once there's a drive, someone's got to help him out. And Rick stepping up on that drive from the gun, and everyone else is helping back down, making it tough for the big fella in the middle.
Ronaldson throws up a 3. Ball spills out. Abercrombie on the offensive glass. Rickett. It's another travel. That's turnover number 4.
Oh, Williams should have known better. You can't give it up to the big fella. I know he's got some skills there, but I don't know if we want him running the full length of the court with the ball, but never mind. Oh, here we go. Paulie Henry, the Māori, that's what we call him back home in the Bay.
Foundation player with the Breakers, been there since day one. Penny.
Wow, that's all I can say about that. That was a pretty good contested shot from Perth. They did all that they could. You know, they chased hard, they switched, contested Kirk on the 3, probably a bit of balance, but what do you do?
Paulie H picks up his first foul of the night. Kirk Penny.
He shot it. He's a
star act, and in comes one of the stars of the future perhaps for New Zealand and also the Breakers, Alex Pledger. Just come back from injury. He's had close to a month off, so the Chief back on court.
Oh, Cats had the young Tom on them straight away, went straight to the post. Tom, man, I've got to take my hat off to that fella. He's been playing awesome. You know, not in the New Zealand league, but this year he's just had a stand up year with the Breakers. It's awesome to see him stepping up. He's only young. One area that I like to see him improve is the physicality. He's got it, he's strong. I think if he brings it mentally, he may just be a step ahead all the time. He's going to be exciting to watch, Buddy, bro. He's going to be awesome. He is awesome. What am I talking about?
Yeah, he's athletic. He did a whole bunch of stuff on the court. Development player last year for the Breakers. Really stepped up for the Tall Blacks and has just continued to blossom.
Sean Redditch doing what he does. Get him in the lane, attacking.
Well, the Wildcats, at both ends of the court, look to put on a lot of pressure on the ball carriers on the handlers for the Breakers, but looking to push the ball in transition.
Oh, Tony's looking for the mismatch down there. He's had a great pick on Porter's man in the front court, and then, sorry, the back court. Got down here, still had the guard on him. He was trying to get the ball, but he got the foul, which is good enough right now. He's a great player to play with, Tony. Mate, his leadership is awesome. It's just like a bunny rabbit up there. He just jumps around. Nice penetration there.
They measured his vertical leap and it was something like 36 inches or something like that.
Is that all?
Is that all?
Mate. But not only his vertical, look at the length of his arms. He's got hops and length. Those two assets right there is just, oh, vicious, mate.
You're all over him though, bro. You got about a 42.
I'm almost 42 in age. I don't know about the vertical.
It's been an intense first quarter. Breakers with 1 point lead. It's the Perth Wildcats will be disappointed with their control. 7 turnovers already in the first quarter. For a team that's really is the basis of their game is control, is structure. They'll be disappointed with that figure.
Oh, I like Kirky. Oh.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Big Luke comes back in. Good to see him and Alex going at it. 2 footers.
Yeah, they'll be close to the 2 biggest men in the comp.
Good decision there by Paulie. The options went on, so threw it straight up the defender's leg. Set it up again.
CJ.
That's what you call making something out of nothing, you know? He's going baseline, 2 defenders on him. Spins back the other way and fades, and unfortunately gets caught for the foul down there. But like you said, I like the intensity of where the breakers in the Perth playing it right now. We always knew that Perth are going to bring it. That's their style of game. And it's exciting to see when the New Zealand team bring it.
It's John Riley, the newest breaker. Checks in. Another deadly three-point shooter, but I mean, like I mentioned before, I mean, Perth have been coasting along rather smoothly. They get tipped over a couple of times by Gold Coast. They'll remember what happened here last time they played a few weeks back, where they got touched up by the breakers. So, you know, I'm sure that they'll be well motivated coming into this game and expecting a physical encounter.
Oh, you have to. You know, the series is tied right now, and so whoever wins this is going to have the lead going into the playoffs. Is crucial. Huge game. As Thomas Abercrombie just jumps up and grabs another offensive rebound.
Did a fantastic job filling in for Kirk Penny whilst he was away. Starting his move back to the bench. 6-man position, but he's just a young player, so level-headed and can contribute in so many areas.
And that's what you want coming off the bench. You want that spark, you know. And when teams have that coming off the bench, it just helps out so much. You know, there's not a drop in intensity, not a drop in performance. But that just shows that in the league across, you know. There's so much tighter this year. All the teams are competitive and just fighting and battling. And
if you have a look at the table at the moment, there are 3 teams all tied, 50% records. Adelaide, the Breakers, the Crocs. You've got the Wildcats and the Hawks out front, and then following right behind them, the 3rd spot is the Gold Coast Blaze. Boucher picking up his 2nd foul. That's 2 for him, 2 for CJ. Wagstaff hits both of his free throws. The big reps coming out of Jesse Wagstaff. Really throws up a 3 in the corner.
That's a pretty nice way to end the first quarter right there. You know, John really right open in the 3. Well, he wasn't open. He had the hand contested. Perth are doing all they can to contest their shots in the 3, but that's what the Breakers do. And, you know, they made a few easy ones, and once you make the easy ones, the difficult ones become so much easier also.
Tika tāu e hua nā ka mutu tēnā te hauwha tuatahi. Hua te kaumawhitu ki te rua te kaumātoru kei mua te hua te kapa Breakers. E te iwi kia mautonu mai. Hauwha tuarua e vai ake nei. E wama, nau mai hoki mai ki a whakaata Māori te tūranga waiwai te whakataitai NBL. Ana kia titiro ake ki te tēpu I tēnei wā. Having a look at the standings as it sits in the NBL. There you go, the Wildcats and the Hawks. They're up top, joint leader, 61%. Right behind them are the Gold Coast Blaze, who just won their 5th game in a row. They are the hottest team in the league right now. And the Breakers, the Crocs, the 36ers all tied up 50%. Records, Taipans, and the Tigers. So you have a look at that. There is a logjam, a lot of teams still contesting, and will continue to do so. And I'll come right down to the wire. But of what you've seen so far, of the rosters, thinking of Chris Anstey coming back, who's your top 4? If you had to pick one mid-season, who's going to be the teams that are still going to be there come late February?
Man, it's hard to say right now because, like you're saying, it's so close, and you know the form is, well, the recipe for success right now is win your home games, you know, and try and pick up a couple on the road, and it's tough for teams to do that. Well, I mean, getting those wins on the road. So Perth are looking okay. Blaze yeah, they're on fire right now. Big PC's out with injury. I mean, I'm sure he'll be back and ready for the business end of the season.
Yeah, the drama continues each week right here in the NBL, and you can see all the action. And a big mihi to all our whānau over in Australia, Fox Sports. Ngā mihi, guys. Great to have you on board watching the Breakers against the Perth Wildcats, North Shore Event Centre.
Oh, great play by Paul. He turned it on the other end, turned it over on the other end, and made up for it here. Finds the open shooter, John Riley. Just can't leave him open like that, especially after you make that first one in the quarter. You want to put that fly out as quick as you can.
And he's made a career out of that, John Riley. Another turnover, Abercrombie, hang time.
Paulie Arani with another foul. First rotational and penetration defense is pretty awesome. You know, when any one of the Breakers go to the hoop, somebody has to step up and help, and that leaves someone open momentarily. But Perth are rotating really quick and they're shutting it down like you saw in that last play.
Full court press. The basketball word for the second quarter.
Nice little post play there by Way on Thomas Abercrombie.
Ronaldson, deep 2.
They love this all more, don't they, Perth? For Robbins tipped it on the way out there. So. Oh, well, something else. Yeah, damn, I thought he got his finger on the end there. I guess Bear could have easily got picked up for a foul, so tricky poison really.
They'll take it. And they get a lucky break at 9 turnovers now for the Perth Wildcats. And
great defensive position right there from the Breakers. Perth didn't realise the shot clock, you know, didn't get reset. They thought it was, I guess. Big defensive play by the Breakers.
Former. Finds Penny. I see you smiling, but you're thinking, man, you just can't stop him when he's going.
For real, I mean, shucks, you got to be on his hip because of the shot. When you get on his hip, he's quick enough. You've got the handles to go around you. That was a tough shot there. Good defense, like I said, once again from Perth. Tough shot, that's what you want.
Breakers with their biggest lead of the game, 7 points. John Riley picks up the foul. Lish will go to the line for 2. Just having a look at this, it's a point guards league. You have a look at some of the quality guys that are going around. You know about CJ Britton, he's been doing it for a while. Lish is a good player. You got John Gilchrist at the 36ers. Taiwan McKee, who's probably the MVP candidate, #1 MVP candidate. so far this season. And then you got guys like Corey Homicide Williams with the Townsville Crocs. They don't only score, they don't just pass, but they can rebound, they can do everything.
Pretty difficult assignment, eh? When you come out against teams, you've got players as skilled as that in the point guard position. Like you said, CJ, Paulie, they've been doing it. That guy last week for the Hawks, he was
McKee was unbelievable.
Impressive.
Kenny's first miss from the three-point line. Lish charges up the court.
Nice penetration there. I think he came down wrong on his ankle. Tweaked it a little bit. He'll be right. He'll run it off. It looks like a tough bugger.
Yeah, muck around, Lish.
Where's this fucker pop up from, bro? Where's he?
American import. Donaldson. Yeah, and on that note as well, Alicia's their one American import in the team, and they've also signed Galen Young.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that over there.
Yeah, well, he doesn't suit up tonight. He's sitting on the bench, but he is scheduled to play their next game. But look, the Perth Wildcats just get better and better. Another physical, athletic, small forward, power forward.
Yeah, he's a bit of a beast. I remember playing against him. The Crocs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he fits the mold of the Perth Wildcats perfectly. As Ben knocks down his first free throw. Good rest for the Bear. Makes it those free throws. He's been playing tough physically. All you can ask from that legend.
4 points in the game. Tony Ronaldson. Breakers with a 5-point lead, 34-29.
Oh, a little isolation play here. Wow, nice big shot there from Wagstaff. See how they're trying to isolate Liss over there. You got to help out on their penetration, then leave somebody open for the shot.
Martin again, been absolute
great hustle play. Great hustle play there from Martin. I told you, mate, this boy hustles. Sean Dennis, I used to play with him in the good old Hawke's Bay. He coached him for a little while there. And he spoke good things about this Martin.
He and Lisha having a big impact here in the second quarter. Tied up the game 34 all.
Great play, look at that. In the passing lane. Doesn't give up. Nice easy layup right there. For a team that's given up, 10 turnovers in the first half. They're doing pretty good. Executed perfectly right there for Rick Rickard coming in for easy layup.
Pulls up right in front of Oscar Foreman. Abercrombie with another board. Leading the charge. He started it and he'll finish it.
Great play there by the young fella, Thomas Abercrombie. Huge board, runs the lane. Good pass from Oscar Foreman. Easy bucket. There you go with that on-ball game. Hesitation dribble by Martin. I like him. I like him a lot. Mate. It looks like a simple plan, the pick and roll. It's been around for years. You think the game's evolved. It really hasn't. That play there has been around for donkey's years, but in that split second, you've got to make the right decision. That's the important part about it. Depending on how they do it up, what the big does, if your man gets picked up, if you got the shot, the drive. And Damian Martin's just executing, the Perth is executing it perfectly.
Nothing fancy, just real effective basketball.
Well, they do it over in Europe all the time. They learn perfection. In the NBA, you see a lot done with, Steve Nash and Tony Parker for the Spurs. And here we are with the Perth Wildcats and the Breakers.
Wagstaff penetrating.
Hard luck. Got him on the feet with the up fake, penetrated hard. Oh,
Petty with the fake, fakes 2 out, takes it to the rack.
footwork, fundamentals, man. Up fake, penetration. Nice layup.
Wagstaff hits the deck hard. Take a little time.
Look at this, up fake, gets Luke up position. Wagstaff comes across too late.
You get so many people with that, but you have to, because you got to respect his jump shot. If you don't put a hand in his face, then it's automatic.
They're going to be mindful of the drive, and Kirk will be mindful of that too. So don't be surprised if he lets one go a couple of times now. He comes off that on ball. I mean, on the downstream.
Good hora. Good press by the Breakers. Lish penetrates, kicks it out to Wade for 3. Stephen Wade, perfect from the floor. 9 points, he leads his team in scoring.
Mismatch here from Rick, he knows it. With the little fellow on it, takes him down for a little. Well, he's not actually little, but a bit smaller than Rick, and he likes his chances here.
3 seconds left on the shot clock when he put it up. So it's 6 points now for Rick. 4 boards. And a productive first half from the native of Minnesota.
Yes, and I hear that he's going to Harbour Heat next year.
Harbour Heat.
In the New Zealand League.
Chances rolls in.
Great decision once again from Damien Matt on the on ball, you know. There's just a little gap there for the big. He found it. You know, his man was in two lanes, 2 minds, and easy layup right there for Luke Simpson. I thought Kirk would have shot that one, but hey, CJ saw it coming. Defense got picked up for a little bit. Good pressure there from the Breakers. Turnover. It's all on right now here in North Shore and Vincent, all right?
It's timeout called by Rob Beveridge of the Perth Wildcats. I te mea e haruru ana te kapa Breakers I tēnei wāhanga pātatatu ana. Te wehenga rua. O tēnei tukinga whātekau mārima ki te whātekau mātahi. Pa puta no te hua te kapa Breakers. Nā ke whakarongo ki te kaia ko te kapa Wildcats of Rob Beveridge.
And choking that up there. Now firstly, Damo, you got to get to here. Don't just go straight to the corner and you're out of the play. So here, 2-man throws it in. 2-man throws it in. Okay, 3-man, you can be there. So you can lead for it as well. Now you got that, 2-man inbounds the ball. 1 man, get to this area where you can get open, and you've got to get there. Even if you're there, you've got to sprint to get that. Okay? You've got to minimise those mental breakdowns right there, guys. Now, let's run shallow kick back. Right, you got a 4 spot, that's okay. Come off can you screen, kick back. Okay, now, back screen, you might even pop. You might pop on that. Okay, Gary, go on, pop out.
But you got 2 team fouls, so be aggressive with those.
Let's go, here we go, Sam.
Kui nā ngā tohu te kaiako kia mau kia ita. Whakararu I te kapa Breakers. Coach Beveridge won't want the Breakers to get a roll on. Heading in to the halftime break is good, unselfish basketball. Finding the open man, Rick Rickett. It's his 8th point first half. Hart being harassed by Abercrombie. Wayne with the turnaround jumper. It looked good, but looks can be deceiving. Abercrombie finds Penny with the deep 2. 7 straight now for the Breakers. Go down low to Shinsha with the hook shot. Penny, tough running layup. Boucher's there to collect it. Now he'll stop and pop from the three-point line. Boucher again. Good hustle by Boucher, but he can't come up with the bell.
I'll tell you what, mate, if there's an opportunity for Dilly to get that loose ball, he's going to be there.
Yeah, you always get the feeling that something's on when Boucher's around. Williamson. Nice little 12-footer.
Took advantage of CJ slipping over right there. Shot the mid-range jump shot.
Gordon stops the run. The Breakers. Minute 30 left on the clock. Back-to-back baskets, that's 10. He's in double digits.
Great little post play here by Rick Rickard. A bit shorter than old Luke, but that doesn't scare him. Backs him right down, shoots a nice little hook over it.
Sancha.
Luke returns the favor right there with a bit of an up fake. Penetration for a layup. Let's see what the Breakers got on this next play. Started with some turnouts down there. On ball from Rick.
Boucher goes himself, reverse layup.
A bit of showtime there from Dilly. Just little up and under. Great little hesitation there. Fake the on handle with Kirky and then just went for it.
Martin, good handles. There comes Spills out. Abercrombie picks up. Under 20 seconds left. The Breakers will reset.
The last shot of the offense of the quarter, of the half.
Rickett will take a three. Doesn't make it, but they come back up with the ball.
Huge play from Thomas right there.
CJ from 100 feet. Oh. Well, it was almost a spectacular end to what's been a very tight, physical, confrontational first half. And as it stands, the Breakers have a 53-45 lead. O rātou hei mua I te paungo te wehenga tuatahi. Lima te kau mātoru ki te whā te kau mārima. Te koi o ngā kaikuru pēnei, Kirk Penny 15 points, Rick Rickett big contribution in the first half. He's got 10. And CJ with 8, that's the big three from the Breakers. Ara, kia whakawhiti atu I nai nei, kia paora. E kōrero atu ana, ki te kaiako tuarua te Kappa Breakers, a Judd Flavel.
Juddy, awesome to see you again, mate. Great first half there from the Breakers. Hey, the pressure was up, the intensity was there, forced a lot of turnovers from the Perth. How'd the team go?
Yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to continue to apply that pressure. You know, Boucher's doing his thing up the top there. And, you know, hopefully that results into us getting stops and leading the other way in transition. So we've got to keep that pressure on.
One thing we like to see is, you know, the Breakers penetrating. Not only that, on the offensive glass. Man, they're causing havoc down there. Is this something that you guys kind of worked on all week after the loss against Wollongong?
You know, it's more of a mindset, just being the aggressor. You know, good things will happen for us if we continue to be aggressive. So attacking the lane, you know, we get guys challenging the offensive boards, and it's slowing their transition game down too. So it's just more of a mindset thing for us, and we've got to continue to do that in the second half.
Awesome, mate. Just one more question before we let you go. Similar situation from last week, you know, we got a good momentum, got the good lead. What are we going to do to make sure we close out this time?
Absolutely, we've got to stay relentless on the pressure, on the defense that we're applying, and we've got to stay aggressive on the offensive end, attacking the lane, going to the boards, drawing fouls, getting to the foul line.
Awesome, Jody. Awesome. You're the man, bro. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, Bob.
Ana koe nā ngā whakaro o Judd Flavel I te paungo te wehenga tuatahi kia mautonu mai ka aro hai mātou I ngā nekehanga katoa o taua wāhanga muritonu ngā whakatairanga e whai ake nei. Yeah, right. And our second profile. We could get the couple of cool. Yep, Martin and our second profile, bro.
Well, what am I going to explain, Andre?
What's that, bro? Oh, just be the what you guys, what you want to concentrate in the second half. Maybe just re-emphasizing that, bro. Like you guys have been in this position before, where you've had a healthy lead. No. What do you guys intend to do to get the win this time? To hold on to that lead, bro.
Just talking freely.
E ka nau mai hoki mai ki whakaata Māori tēnei te wehenga ruatanga o tēnei tukinga ki Wanganu te Kapa Breakers ki Matakau Mātoru me te Kapa Perth Wildcats mā te Kaumārima. Kia ora noi te we welcome back to the halftime show where the Breakers have a pretty healthy lead. They've been in this position before going up against the Perth Wildcats. Let's have a look at the stats from the first half. And field goal percentage have been up there for both teams, 65% for the Wildcats and 66% from the three-point line. They're shooting the lights out at this stage where the Breakers are still healthy themselves, but they're getting far more opportunities. And you can put that down to the amount of turnovers you've seen from the Wildcats. They had a whole bunch of them in the first quarter, stemmed the flow in the second 12 for the first half. And the Breakers doing a big job on the boards. They got monstered last week. Looks as though they've addressed it, at least for the first half, 16-9. I roto I taua ta tauranga. Ana e te koe nā ngā etehi o ngā whika mō te hawhi tuatahi o tētahi tangata e whakātu ana i ona ua katoa ki te taha ārai, ki te taha kōkiri anō hoki i te paoro mo te Kapa Perth Wildcats, Damien Martin.
So here we have Martin in those lanes like he has been all night, penetrating, getting easy buckets in the middle of the lane. I don't think he's missed a shot all night. He's on fire right now. But this is what I like about him. He makes great decisions on that on ball. CJ get hooked up a little bit there, a little gap for a layup, all the way for the N1. He's always in the pass lane. This is a great play here. You know, just doesn't die. His teammate works stuff, gets an easy layup. On ball, decision making. Awesome half from Damien Martin right there.
There's Damien Martin, who has been instrumental at both ends of the court for tēnei tīma, the Kapa Perth Wildcats. Anā, ki tērā taha, koia te tangata e ārai ana I tōna tīma. Engari ki tēnei taha, ko te tangata e hāpai ana tōna tīma ki te taha kōkiri te paono. Ia wiki, koia te tangata. Koe nā Kirk Penny mai te Kappa Breakers.
Kirk Penny with a wide open three. You can't do that, just to leave him open. Luke puts up the hand, but he makes an easy one. The difficult one becomes so much easier. Watch the footwork on this. Comes off, spots up, straight up. On the hip, goes up and under. That could have been a foul, went all the way to the hoop. He's looking for it right there. Too late, mate. You can't get there. You can't get there if his feet are set. He comes off, up fake, up and under. Layup right there. True professional right there, Mr. Kirk Penny.
Chalking up points from all parts of the court. 15 in total. He leads all scorers, 54% from the field. He hit his first threes in a row, 75% from beyond the arc. 1 offensive board and 2 assists. Another big night for Kirk Penny. Anā koe nā we te heo ngā toki o te wehenga tuatahi engari ko wai te tangata. Ka tūake I te wehenga tuarua ki te ārahi tōna tīma kia eke panuku, kia eke tangaroe te wiki mau toru mai. I te mea, he hau whā, toru ka I te haereake I muritone ngā whakatairanga, e whai ake nei.
Dre, awesome first half, mate. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we've been pretty solid at the offensive end. I think we've been aggressive attacking their defense and staying aggressive on the rim, which is something we need to continue in the second half. At the defensive end, obviously that middle on ball and dealing with it, just straight head down penetration has caused us some challenges, and we've got to be great at that.
Yeah, I noticed that on the on ball. They like to do that a lot of Perth, but defensively, what are you going to do to make sure we come home with the victory this time around?
Again, we've got to stay solid with that, and obviously it's like I said, it's putting their head down and going. And we've also got a little back each other a little more in rotation. Sometimes one guy goes and the next guy's second guessing whether he should go or not. We've got to go and trust in your teammate that he's got your back.
I like that, mate. All the best for the second half, eh?
Thanks, Paula.
Sweet. E te iwi hoki mai anō mo te tīmatanga o te wehenga tuarua e ngari e mua I te pāiti o tēnei kemu. Kia ahu atu, kia paora winitana e kōrero atu ana ki te kaiako o te cover breakers a Andre Lamanis.
Awesome first half, mate. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we've been pretty solid at the offensive end. I think we've been aggressive attacking their defense and staying aggressive on the rim, which is something we need to continue in the second half. At the defensive end, obviously that middle on ball and dealing with it, just straight head down penetration has caused us some challenges, and we've got to be great at that.
Yeah, I noticed that on the on ball. They like to do that a lot of Perth, but defensively, what are you going to do to make sure we come home with the victory this time around?
Again, we've got to stay solid with that, and obviously it's like I said, it's putting their head down and going, and we've also got a little back each other a little more in rotation. Sometimes one guy goes and the next guy's second guessing whether he should go or not. We've got to go and trust in your teammate that he's got your back.
I like that, mate. All the best for the second half, eh?
Thanks, Paula.
Koe nā ngā whakaaro Andre Lamanis. Kei mua tōna tima e waru te rereketanga, 8-point lead to the Breakers. Ara Ia Wiki. Ia Wiki he tukinga nui, he whakataitai nui ka kitea. I runga I te Papatākaro North Shore event end of the Perth Wildcats. Well, they are a tough team to deal with. Their joint leaders at the top with Wollongong Hawks. #1 team in scoring, averaging a league-leading 87 points per game, whereas the Breakers 83.9 points per game. So ana kia titiro ake ki tētahi tangata he toki ia mō te kapa Perth Wildcats ko whakatui tōna ringa ki te arahi a rātou. Stephen Way mai te kapa Perth Wildcats is one of these guys, Potter, that just versatility, role player, but he can score in bunches. He leads the team, 9 points. He's 100% from the floor. Valuable asset to this Perth Wildcats team.
Oh, he's a great athlete, mate. I mean, he's big, he can post, he can shoot. Right there, open three, takes the guards down low, he can do it all. He's been very productive for them. I'm sure they're happy with his performance. As we see big Luke Schencher there lacing them up. I was talking to Luke before the game, and he had a little bit of a run with the Los Angeles Lakers over there in LA, and he said it was an awesome experience. Unfortunately, he had a bit of a back injury, so it kind of hindered his performance and therefore his chances of making it or going any further. But he's happy in Perth. He loves it over there. He's enjoying the team environment, and he's a big part of the puzzle. Excuse the cliche. Yeah.
Big part. But he's been kept relatively in check. In the first half, 6 points, 5 turnovers, and a couple of fouls. So he'll be looking for a big one in the second half.
I tell you who else has been quiet in the first half is Sean Redditch. Expect to see a little bit more of him this half. You know, he's Mr. All Out. You know, just hustle. He's getting on the boards as he always does, but he's been quite offensive. He's averaging just over 20 points a game.
He's only got 3 so far. Well, that could all change in a hurry. Talented player can score from all over the court. Schencher backing in. Long-range hook shot.
Luke is excellent around the hoop right there, mate. You know, he does a good job of not bringing it down. A lot of big fellas make the mistake of giving the little guys a chance by bringing it down. Luke does a good job of keeping it up.
Yeah, he's 7'2", he plays 7'2".
He sure does. Billy with a bit of a fake to handle. Got away with a little bit of a carry there, but not going to say anything. Nice little layup with CJ.
Every play, Breakers fans.
Deep Boucher filling out the stat sheet, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Wade, deep 2. First miss of the night. Toss up for the ball, and the Breakers come up with it.
Billy and Redditch, you know. Redditch probably taller than him, athletic, quicker, until he still comes away with it. You know, he's just got a knack for the ball, mate. It's pretty awesome, right?
Ball rotation finds his hands. CJ hits the three.
Beautiful looking shot there from CJ. He's upset there. He wanted to call there from the push-off from Lish.
Still made the shot even with the contact. An offensive foul. Sean Ridge has got his hand full. Dylan Boucher.
They got a little battle going on there. I think Ridge just feeling a bit frustrated. He's not getting involved in the play that much, but
Nakuina no hoki tamata kupu point two for Hamini Kokiri. Offensive foul. Your Mali basketball worth of the third quarter. Hamini Kokiri. Offensive foul.
for David Goliath there. See CJ taking away a big loop. No fear right there. Makes the contact, takes it.
And the Breakers have started this third quarter. A team possessed. 62 to 47.
Yeah, Rob Rivers had to call a timeout there. Breakers come out on fire. Great defensively, it's igniting everything offensively, getting easy layups on the hoop. Timeout from Perth Wildcats.
Chris Mills, aka Monty.
I got you, mate. Now, mate, what's he going to do on that? We have to defend the three-point line. Get into it and make them try or penetrate. Hey, that's a great charge. Good job there. Just step up there and make the call. Make the call.
He's going to run, you're going to stand.
You got to regroup. What are we doing on the handoff? Switch it. Switch it aggressively. We're switching here. Now, let's go back to flat. Go back to flat. Stretch it. Dive. Lift. Get it on. Let's slip that there. Hey, we got to fight our butts off right now to do it. Hey, stick together. Let's go.
Rob just clarifying a few things there in the timeout. Just talking about what they're doing on those turnouts, what they're doing on those on balls, making sure they're getting down the rotations. See easy layups there from the Breakers. Perth, though, their rotation was good in the first half. They've got to continue on now. So it's going to be a long night for them. Almost a 20-point lead already.
That's right, man. 9-2 start for the for the New Zealand Breakers in the third quarter. Now just killing them in transition. The opening stages of the third quarters. Way throws the ball away. Turnover number 13.
Breakers are doing a great job, lifting the intensity on defense right now, forcing them to make quick decisions, and unfortunately leading to turnovers for the Perth Wildcats. Breakers just looking to exploit that every time we get them down. Attacking the hoop. Man had his hand in the cookie jar. He moved that straight away. Went up for the shot. Straight to the line.
17 points for Kirk. He'll go to the line for 2. His first trip to the free throw line tonight. That's the thing with the Breakers, is that when they're on, they show glimpses of just sheer awesomeness, that it doesn't look as though any team can touch them. But then, for whatever reason, at some stage of the game, the intensity just drops off, as it was last week.
What was that? That should have been 2 points, I thought. Ready to shoot the ball in, come out of bounds, Billy got it, put it back in. Bit of a mix-up there. No, yeah, you're right. They have a tendency to kind of take the foot off the pedal, so to speak. And the Bear, Tony Ronaldson, brought that to attention in the media by saying if they're serious about winning a championship, they can't afford to do that.
Beautiful shot by Wayhead. Oscar Foreman charging at him. Shot it right over his hand. Drills the 3. Turnover, Lish. And one-on-one against CJ's got him backpedaling.
That's a nice impressive no change of direction. CJ reacted, he took his 2 steps, still he came across for the block, but just too late.
So the Wildcats on their own mini run. That's 5 straight. Leads 12. Rickett gets swamped, kicks it up to Penny for 3. So the Wildcats now stepping up the intensity. Redditch got the mismatch, kicks it out to Lish. Charges, 2-step.
I don't think Redditch realized he had CJ on him.
He didn't know why he kicked it out. He's got the shortest player on the court on his back. Foreman.
Nice pass from Kirk. We knew that was going down. Oscar with the feet set, no one on the rotation. Money in the bank right there.
Great play identification by Penny, who found Oscar Foreman wide open. It's his 4th dish of the game. Shencher again, automatic.
Great post work right there. From Luke Sensher.
So he's picking up the productivity. That's double digits for Shencher. Redditch. He picks up a foul.
Flustered, I think, eh? Looks a bit out of sync tonight, Sean.
With the breather, CJ Bruton.
That's not happening for him tonight.
Just hugging Dilly.
Plenty of aroha here, bro.
Oh, but too much there,
But
mate.
too much aroha. Picked up a foul. 2 fouls for Redditch. Another foul off the ball. This time Brad Robbins. What do you make of that rule? There's another one from head office that came down at the beginning of the season that they wanted to clamp down a lot on the off-ball stuff. Just the player contact, a lot more things are getting called up. Do you like that?
Yeah, I mean, you do, but you got to be. You know, there's a clear. Oh, nice little pass there. There is, but if there's a foul, it's quite obvious and blatant, and you got to call it. I mean, the more attention you put on that, you know, the less you kind of see on the ball, and sometimes, you know, protecting the shooter, they always say, sometimes you don't even get those calls. So I'm the one who kind of tends to look at the ball more, you know, trying to see what's going on there, if there's any contact on the shooter. A lot of people tap the old elbow, and that's all it takes, you know, to put off a shooter, and sometimes, you know, refs don't see it, so.
Full press, and it worked. Great pressure by the Perth Wildcats.
Tommy just took his eyes off for a second and let it go out of bounds.
Just off the court, Alex Pledger walking to the dressing room. Hopefully we can get an update if it's an injury report.
Nice shot there. Just a bit short. The rebound by Kirk Penny.
2 boards for Kirk. Breakers maintain double-digit lead, 67-56. 4:37 left in the 3rd quarter. Ronaldson, he's wide open.
Nice ball movement there. Curry with a penetration skip to Thomas. Finds B on the open at the center all by himself. Makes that an easy 3.
Now they're throwing him up from beyond the arc. 10 of 22 for the Breakers.
They're on fire the first half. They're just in a bad luck because of their turnovers.
Lish comes up with the offensive board. Way hesitated. Finds the unmarked man. It's missed.
That big Luke Chencha under the hoop there with poor Henare on him. And don't know what his teammates were looking at, but he was naked under there. Tony was on the 3-point line, had time to waltz back. They did get a reversal for open 3 though, so. And when you got a 7'1" guy under the hoop, with Paul, who's, you know, 6 foot on a good day, mate, you got to go to there, don't you think?
In heels. We've seen it a couple of times now. Again, I guess that's one of the major differences is that Breakers are finding the person with the mismatch or the person who's open, whereas the Wildcats just not exploiting what would seem to be an advantage for them at the offensive end.
I know they shot well from the 3 in the first half, you know. Shot extremely well from the field as well, but can't rely on their shot to win these games.
Robbins, lucky to find Catalini.
Here we go.
Gets his pocket pick. There we go. Abercrombie leading the break.
Oh, nice. Great play there from Tom. Bit of a crossover there. Defender was right in front of him and just stretched out his hand. Nice layup. Tough shot there from Robbins.
Off balance.
Off balance. Oh, come on, dear.
There's a gift for the Wildcats. Foul. Basket won't count.
Foul is called on 7, Rickett.
Rickett would pick up the foul.
Second personal.
It's only a second personal.
Perth doing everything they can, you know, just to rattle the Breakers to try and get on some kind of run to catch back up. Quick little turnover there. Tom's going to do a manhandle down there by Cat. I think Cat's holding him a little bit as well, but hey, it's a man's game. It's physical down there.
Second personal.
He's using all that experience on the young buck.
Sure is.
Doing a couple of fouls now on Abercrombie. Robbins, he's wide open. Shots long. Abercrombie, that's 8 boards now for Tom Abercrombie to go along with 10 points, 4 assists and 3 steals.
Wow.
That's a huge effort. Robbins steals the ball, tries to go end to end.
Rick goes out with a well-deserved rest, mate. He's battling down there, as he does every day and every night. You know, he brings it. You know what you're going to get from Rick, just all out hustle.
Looking a bit dusty there, court side.
Breakers did a good job in the first half, you know, limiting the offensive rebounds. I don't think Perth had any in the first half. Now they're getting a couple. And this is what you're talking about, you know. Offensive rebounds are just demoralizing pretty much. Well, you play good defense, you know, 20, 21, sometimes 23 seconds. And then to let up a rebound, you got to do it all again. Sometimes it just takes the breath out of you. And with this lead, Breakers can't afford to do that. They want to build on it, put them away.
They've really, well, they must have really worked on that. I'm sure they have. Andre Lamanis would have been cracking the whip on the boys to look after that area, and to this stage anyway, it's really worked. They got absolutely killed by the Hawks last week.
Oh, huge play by Wagstaff. Really did all he could. I knew he really was trying to tie him up, but Wagstaff knew he was coming, tucked it up, looked like he was going for a try. Crossing the scoreline. 2 long steps coming up. 1, 2. Kissed it off the glass for English, and 1. 3-point play possibly coming up.
Pito te kau mawhaki te ono te kau mārua. Kupu Breakers kei mua tonu, engari kai te ngana tonu. Ngā manuwhiri mai tawhiti. Couple Perth Wildcats.
3 seconds of defense, all right? So make sure we're organised against the press here. JR, like Kirk, you're coming back if required, and JR, you're going deep. Still be, like when we turn, we need to be aggressive, and if we get it to that guy in the short corner, like on the rim, but those next cutters going, and if you got nothing, throw it out and we can get into a week, all right? We can get into a week. Hey. Next walk-up possession, go with a four line, and whoever's got Catalini on and wants to be the guy coming and ripping and being aggressive at the rim. Okay? Yes, yeah, okay.
Catalini at this spot, wherever he's going.
There we go. 1, 2, 3.
It is an requirement. It's a sound check. Margin can help me with this. Make some noise, please, if you are Wildcats.
The Wildcats doing a defensive number in the third quarter on the Breakers, especially in the last few minutes. They've almost evened up the turnover count, 4 steals to 1 in the third quarter. So it's 12 turnovers to the Breakers, 14 to the Wildcats. Not only have they forced the issue at the defensive end, but they've really locked up the ball here in the third quarter, but the lead still remains 12 points to the Breakers. Still a fairly comfortable margin.
Andre all heavy with that. In the timeout, he wanted to, kind of get whoever Catalini was marking to come off an on-board. Oh, sorry, a turnout. And Catalini picked up I guess a soft foul, I guess you'd say. Just tapped Kirk, really. But these referees, they got an eye for Kirk and they're watching him kind of wherever he goes. Can't convert that first free throw though, so let's see how he goes on the second.
Well, there you go. Kirk Penny missing 2 free throws in a row. You don't see it often.
No, you don't.
Redditch. He'll pull Hanani on him.
Was that a deep 2 or was it a Sean Redditch?
Sean Redditch, I think they
turns around and just pulls up and right in front of Paulie.
Deep 2. That's how they'll score it. It's 5 points now for Redditch. Robbins gets called for the foul.
There's one thing the Breakers do well is, moving without the ball. There's always movement on there. Keeps the defense on the toes. It's hard to help to be in their rotation. Cooper goes back to the free throw. Let's see if he can make up for those last 2.
2 shots.
Boucher checks in for John Riley.
Good.
There you go. Very rarely do you see him miss 3 in a row.
3 in a row. That wasn't going to happen.
There you go.
20 points now for Kirk. 4 assists. 7 of 14 from the floor. He's shooting 50%. And 3 of 6 from the three-point line. Now the Breakers, 83.9 points per game is what they've been averaging. But since Kirk Penny's come back in those last 2 games, they've scored it at 92.5, which is really good considering they took on Cairns, second best defensive team in the league, and Wollongong, the stingiest defense, only averaged 78.8. So it's definitely kick-started the offensive end since his return from a slip disc.
Yeah, I had a little talk with him before the game. He said he's feeling fine now, I know what it's like. In my last year for basketball, his injury has just been a nightmare, And in saying that, I don't think there's any professional athlete out there who isn't playing without a niggle of some sort, Whether it be just a finger or a little tweak in the muscle, you got to play through it. Kirk's out there, he's not 100%, but he's good enough and he's excited to be back, as you can see.
Boucher charging up. Kicks it back out to Paulie, just under a minute left in the third quarter. Paul Hanani takes it all on his own. Layup won't go. Ronaldson.
Great rebound by the Bear. 2 for 1 here. 37. Oh, too easy. Nice recognition from Paulie. Bit of bad communication there on Perth's behalf.
Well, that's better communication for Perth. Williamson drills the three. The Breakers.
Another contested shot, though, you know. And as a coach, that's all you can ask, to make sure you're there, in his face, hand.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. Penny runs off the screen.
And the offensive charge. Perth has been pretty good at that rotation. And they're always sending someone over there. They're mindful where Kirk is. They're mindful where the penetrators are. And that time there, Kirk didn't recognize it. He just wanted that last shot.
The Wildcats get 2.9 seconds to throw up a bomb. Catalini from half court. Ooh, just about. Now the lead was 16. Now it's been cut down to 10. Perth Wildcats getting a bit of momentum heading into the fourth and final quarter. Will the Breakers get the Waka back on track, or was it the same old story like we saw last week when the Breakers get clipped in the end? You got to stick around to find out. 78-68, Breakers ahead heading into the fourth quarter. E hika mahoki mai no mo te haupa whakamutunga. Ka kite I konei te tīma ka hua I tēnei pakanga rai ki te rai. Breakers whitu te kaumāwaru, Wildcats ono te kaumāwaru. 10-point lead for the Breakers. 10 minutes left. Hora, you're the coach, what are you saying?
Well, the momentum swung a little bit there, you know. They start off on fire coming out scoring the first 9, but then they cool off and allow Perth to get back in. Better now than in about another 9.5 minutes time. So mate, they gotta make sure their rotation defense is there for Perth. Offensively gotta be smart, you know, try not to force issues, take the open shot. But I think it's defense. They got the lead. Now they just gotta stop them. Rebounds, they're gonna be the deciding factor. I think if the Breakers can take care of the boards in this next quarter, that should solve the problem. But they're dealing with the Perth Wildcats. These fellas never say die. They ain't gonna do it tonight. They know what's on the line. It's gonna be an awesome finish. Can't wait to see what happens.
Well, if history is anything to go off, the Wildcats, well, it's not a happy hunting ground for them over here in North Shore Event Centre. They're 3-7 all time against the Breakers. But that's the history. This is right now. 10 minutes, we're going to find out. Penny, off balance, off the glass, off the mark. Greenwich with Abercrombie. It's double teamed. Matt Catalini, it's a tough three and he drills it.
Here they come. Here they come, Catalini with the pull-up three. Good decisions right now the Breakers need to make. Get a weak side action. Damien Martin's pretty awesome as a defender, but he knew he was giving him a little bit of height, so he just kind of grabbed onto the hook there of Rick out and said, yeah, bro, I'm here with you. What you going to do?
Yeah, get back out. Take the inbound, bro. You ain't getting it here.
That's right, Rick's like, you're pretty good, mate. Go back and make a guard or something.
Thank you.
Breakers need to respond right now.
Another turnover, Redditch. There's Catalini. Deep two. That cap. He's getting warmed up. 5 straight points, and it's 5-point lead now. Boucher to Rickett. His shot gets blocked.
Perth is just bringing it right now. Get ready for a timeout for the Breakers any second.
Oh, man! The Perth Wildcats!
You just can't let up. You can't let up. Breakers, you know, they had the lead. 10 going into the fourth. Now it's down to 3. Be quite interested to see what Andre says. It won't be anything surprising though, you know. Take care of the ball. Execute. Defense transition. Let's go and see what they got to say.
We've got to sprint back. All right, we haven't made them play more than 3 seconds of offense yet because everything's just been running down our throat. Some of it's to do with our offense. We can't turn it over. But if we do, everyone's got to sprint back. We've got to slow the ball down and sprint back with them and talk and match up.
You're not being aggressive enough no more. Hey, don't piddle it now. Hey, be aggressive like we were at the beginning. That's how we got there. Exactly.
Hey, if it's here, and they're messing with that at all, like we should have flash, there's high-low, and there's weak-side action, all right? So there's no problems with getting any of that stuff here.
If they drive the front too, they can't help on it.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, press breaker right here, and then let's get a 2 up, all right? Let's get a 2 up here, keep being aggressive on the rim.
Cavallini off his left hand.
Yeah, get him going to his right. Here we go, 1, 2, 3.
CJ hit it right on the head, I think. You know, they took the foot off the pedal a little bit in terms of the intensity, the aggression. They need to pick it up now. That's not mean go out kamikaze and, you know, get an offensive foul or be out of control. They got to stay composed, but they got to be in the moment. Let's see how they respond now.
7 straight points for the Perth Wildcats. They have cut what was a 16-point lead to 3.
Thanks to a bit of the old veteran. Catalini, mate, 3-pointer, 2-pointer.
And
Rick's got a guard on him right now.
First points of the quarter for the Breakers. 12 points for Rick, 5 boards.
Dilly gets caught up with a foul there. He's frustrated with himself because you know, 2 minds. Shouldn't have pushed, mate. Come on, Dilly.
Well, it's a big foul. That's his 4th. 1 more.
Yeah.
And he'll sit out.
Well, Dre's going to keep him on a little longer.
The only other breaker in foul trouble at this stage, CJ Bruton on 3. And Paul Hernutty, he's got 3. Rick Rickett, he's got 3 now.
Crowd doesn't like that one. But that's what they'll call it on Perth in the 3rd quarter, you know?
Tightening up, CJ.
Guess we go back to what you were saying, it's trying to be aggressive but controlled.
Yeah.
Martin. This 2's no good. 8 minutes left in the game.
There you go. They're getting into it. They're playing a bit now. They're dancing with each other. Cat gives Rick a nice little elbow check to the pookie. Just lets him know he's there. Take that, brother.
The intensity's starting to pick up here with 8 minutes left in the game. Abercrombie gets caught, kicks it out to Penny.
Great pass. Tough pass, but he made it to the right man. Kirk Penny on the 3. Money. Catalini's got CJ on him.
Catalini finds himself wide open. He ain't gonna miss that, no way.
Well, how about whatever plays you got up your sleeve, forget it and just give it to Cat. How about that play? Here you go, he's putting his hand up. He's got CJ on him.
He wants the ball.
William recognizes it.
He
Going
wants
down
the
low,
ball.
fade away. This ball's on fire, mate.
Catalini is taking over this game. Showing all his experience.
He sure is, mate. He's like, hey, we struggled in that 3rd, so jump on my shoulders, mate. I'll carry us.
I got this. Man, he is putting on a show here in the 4th quarter. Penny, will he hit back-to-back threes? Yes, he will.
27 points for Kirk Penny. Turnouts, Martin went under. I don't know why he went under. You know the scouting point. report on Kirk. He never go under on balls or turnouts. Not on Kirk Penny. You just got to follow him. You got to help.
Wagstaff's contribution continues. He leads his team scoring 13. Rickett charging up, makes the contact and hits the 2. There you go, Catalini again. Look, give me the ball. It's a 3. It's off.
Oh, Dilly. That's a big one. Oh, no, that was Thomas. What am I talking about?
Abercrombie.
They look the same, just one jumps a little bit higher than the other, I guess. No offense, Dilly. Back in the day, Dilly would give you a little showtime on the break. Right now, he might break something. Cavallini, see if his hot hand still continues.
Straight back down, he'll draw the foul. Catalini, it's a one-man show. The Perth Wildcats. Abercrombie. It's the 3rd foul he's pulled on him now. He's got 4.
Dre didn't like that call. He was doing a bit of a haka on the side there. Then the refs, Gavin kind of gave him the poke on the back and said, come on, bro, what you going to do? Kirk came over and kind of settled it down a little bit. The cat, Catalini, bro, the cat is back, mate. How's that, eh? Just taking over this 4th quarter and saying, let's do this, boys. We're in number 1 for a reason. Let's not give it up that easy.
What a luxury to have coming off the bench. Not getting as much minutes as he used to, but in his day, he was one of the prime, if not most dangerous scorer in the league.
Yeah, well, you don't get MVP of the league for no reason, you know. He's a champion, mate. The players should be aware of how the refs are calling this game. It's good to be physical, but you can't be silly, you know. Good pressure there by Perth. Oscar Foreman with the ball, bringing it up. Yeah, hands off. The refs are talking to them.
Clock's down to 8 seconds. Penny with Redditch. Time running out. Off balance 3-point shot. Great defense by the Wildcats.
That is excellent defense. That's what they want. You know, that's how you get the team back on track, so to speak. Great defensive effort. Just come down here, execute our stuff, and do it again. Simple game, eh?
Very true, bro.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Here he goes. Catalini pulls up 15-footer. Money!
Oh,
money!
Mate. Like I said, just give it to Cat. Clear him out. Little crossover on Rick out there. Nice little jumper. Bear likes his chance against Redditch. Oh, almost an one.
It's 3 fouls on Redditch. Both teams sitting on 4 team fouls in the 4th quarter. 1 more each, and they'll be in the penalty.
As we see Dylan Boucher with 4 fouls himself coming back in. Interesting call. Let's see what they got up their sleeve now. Giving Rick a bit of a rest, you know, for the last few minutes. As Bear knocks down his 4th free throw.
Well, the smart money will say that they'll assign him to Catalini, who's just tearing the breakers apart. 1 of 2.
Bit of lift in their jump there, Catalini on their rebound.
Boy, he's charged.
Mate, here we go.
Now Oscar Foreman, he's got Matt Catalini.
Why are they doing this? Yeah, just give it to that man.
Oh, okay, he's human, he missed. They do pick up another opportunity. Foreman throws up a 3. CJ Defensive glass.
Oh, Kirk was open momentarily.
Going one-on-one with Lish. Hits it! And one!
Hey, huge play by CJ. You know, when you need the big buckets, the big boy's coming playing right there. That's a big boy, even though his size doesn't say it. That's the big shot. Like I said earlier, when he plays well, the Breakers play well. Mate, it's awesome having these guys in New Zealand Breakers, you know, for a number of reasons. One, the experience, you know. Two, in the clutch situations that you go to. CJ, Kirk, Tony, Paulie, guys have been around. They know how to play this game when the game's on the line. Let's see if they can bring it tonight.
Okay, kick it back. Okay, here, separate, kick it back there, penetrate, and Damo back behind the ball, looking for the three. If we don't have that there, now penetrate, jump stop, you guys lift out the ball. We good with that? It's okay, it's okay. Back to here, penetrate, Damo back behind the ball. Have a look at that. If not, penetrate, left. Have a look at the threes there. If you're open, keep shooting. Here we go. Let's win this, boys. Here we go.
Reddish coming out of that time. He's looking for a three-point play here. Made a fouls in that position. Not just about 3 letters. CAT. Give it to him. Let him go to work. Let's milk it once. It's running well. Run that well dry. Maybe that's who he wants coming off this three. Well, I never quite saw the play, but I heard he wants the 3 balls, so let's see how it all pans out.
CJ rattles it home. 92-86, 6-point lead for the Breakers. Redditch, Lish in the corner. Oh, big foul. Missed the shot, but he'll go to the line for 3.
CJ's 4th as well. Like you said, that change of rules, you know, 5 fouls. It's coming into play. It's been affecting the Breakers quite a lot, you know. They're giving up the most fouls, like you mentioned earlier.
Especially the players that they've got. They've got their defensive stopper, Dylan Bouch, he's got 4. Their big shot player, CJ Bruton, he's got 4. Abercrombie, Mr. Versatile, who's contributed so well, he's got 4. And Lish makes them pay. 3 up, 3 down from the free throw line.
Playing little games now with the ball here. This is a good little matchup right here, isn't it?
Great matchup.
CJ wouldn't like that last play.
And Ronaldson's got Wagstaff on his back. He gets fouled. He'll get a line for 2. I mean, it's a testament to the competition. It was looking a little rocky at the beginning of the season when they called 2 teams, 18 competition, but we're only at the halfway stage of the season, and it seems as though every game was played with playoff-like intensity. It's no different here tonight.
That's right. Every second of every minute of every game counts, mate, especially in this time of the year. You know, you got to get that momentum going to the business end of the season. You can't just turn it on in playoffs. You got to get it going early, like this guy.
Man, at the moment, Catalina gives up the ball. Martin, top of the key. Good defense so far by the Breakers.
Trying to create some space.
Oh, what a big shot! Lish!
Mate. I like that guy. Like you said, it is a point guard's league. Billy likes his chances against that little fella.
Ronaldson, he throws up a 3. That's off the mark. The Wildcats, for the first time, it seems like in an eternity, have the opportunity to take the lead. The 3-minute mark approaches. One-on-one play. Lish takes him, kicks it out to Redditch. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pulls up and it drops. The Perth Wildcats. They take the lead. CJ with a hand in his face, drills it, they take the lead back. It's a seesaw affair. 19 for CJ. Everybody here on the edge of their seats. Redditch, first step, pulls up, but short, collects up the offensive rebound and draws the foul on Tony Ronaldson. He'll go to the line for 2. Great hustle by Sean Redditch. We had a very quiet first 3 quarters. He, along with Catalini and Lish, are really stepping up here in the fourth. Give the Wildcats every opportunity of stealing one. The North Shore Event Center. This is the first free throw. Calm nerves. Well, the furious rumble here at the North Shore Event Center. He hits the second 1-point game. CJ goes at it, pulls up, can't make the jumper.
Just a little short there on the jumper. He got the wide open look, but legs gave a little.
Martin, that's off cue, but an offensive rebound from Luke Schencher. That's what killed the Breakers last week. It's coming back to haunt them.
That's almost like a pass right there. You know, the big helps out on the guard. You just put up on the glass knowing that on that switch, Luke's going to have a smaller guy on him like then. Oscar with the wide open 3.
He can't make it, but the Breakers will get another crack.
Mate, I'm liking this, mate. We've got a game on our hands right now.
Penny for 3. That's off.
Oh, there goes Mr. Dylan Boucher doing his thing. Come on. What we got now? Big play from the Breakers, big play from the Perth.
In the context of this game, that could be the biggest play of the match. CJ going one-on-one. He loses control. He turns the ball over.
Numbers here.
Catalini for 3. It's good.
Oh, my goodness. Perth will be just loving this back over there. Martin Catalini, 18 points, 6 from 8, 3 from 5 from the long strip. Oh my goodness, here we go.
In transition, Martin Catalini reminding us why he was one of the best and still is on his day. One of the most lethal weapons in the league.
Obviously, we need press break here. All right, we need press break. Get it up. Just fly up, press break. Just fly straight in. Kirk, I want you on this side. Yep. All right. Here, we're coming here, and I want to go in the swing. So it's here to Aussie, okay? Bounce, you come flying up, okay? Kirk, you're down. Hit CJ hard on the rim, and then here, and keep being aggressive at the rim, all right? Keep being aggressive at the rim.
They're coming to take a foul.
Hey, ready for kickouts. Yeah, ready for kickouts, okay? And obviously, we've got to get to the offensive boards. If we need to foul now, who do we need to foul? Ready, right? Hey, if we scored and we just need to stop, we've got to get Sheds off the board. If we need to foul him, we need to foul him. We're going to get we should get another one, okay? Hey, but if we don't score here, we're probably going to start fouling, okay? Sheds and Redditch should be an off, though. Try to steal in the back court. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Well, the Breakers coming out of that timeout with the intention on getting something to the hoop. They want to be aggressive, they want to be strong. And if they don't score, like Andre said, they're going to have to foul. And out of that timeout, sounds like they want to go Redditch, put Redditch on the line if they have to.
CJ Bruton. Comes up with the ball. He's Dylan Boucher. Breakers looking for an opportunity. There's two. Kirk Perry.
Great play by Kirk, well executed. Character building right here. Huge play from the Breakers. Huge play from Perth. Let's see who can execute the best.
Martin finds himself free. What a big play.
His decision making on the on ball has been excellent all night.
No timeouts remaining for the Breakers. It's Kirk. Penetrates, dishes it off to Boucher, off balance. He makes the shot.
Here
So
we
it's
go.
a 2-point game, 18.2 seconds left.
Quick foul from Dilly. Not sure if he's the one that they wanted to foul, but hey, time is of the essence right now, so that'll be it for Dill. Great effort tonight.
Another all-out gutsy performance by Dylan Boucher. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And we'll send Milish to the line, who hasn't missed yet. 5 of 5. Perfect from the free throw line. Wildcats have been on the mark. 22 of 27. Steps up, unfazed by the significance of these free throws, and makes both of them.
Smooth player right there. Steps up, take care of business. Runs back on defense like everything's on the line, which it is, so let's see what happens, eh?
Penny charging up the court. Busts one off the glass. It doesn't make it. Quick foul on Wagstaff, 7 seconds left.
That was a tough play right there, you know? Kirky got open for a second momentarily, fumbled the ball, maybe gave up that open shot. He was all focused on getting that shot off, which he did, just, mate, a little bit too high off the glass, rolled off the front rim. But the game ain't over. 7 seconds is a lot of time. Anything could happen right now. It's going to be tough. Wagstaff knocking down this one. But you know the corridor, it ain't over till it's over, so.
7 seconds left. 6 points. They'll need to get a shot off real quick. Ronaldson, he throws up a 3. That's off the mark. And the Breakers have lost. Another one escapes them. A 16-point lead at one stage has evaporated, and the Perth Wildcats, like the Wollongong Hawks, have come into the North Shore Event Centre and stolen a win to remain league leaders. And the Breakers will have a long, hard look at themselves and think about another opportunity missed, not only to knock over the league leaders, but it's another loss at home. Paul Winitana talked about how important these home wins are, and picking up a couple on the road while the Breakers are struggling. Ana Paula, kaya te wā ki te rapu i ngā whakaaro mai te kaya ko Andre Lamanis.
Andre, huge third quarter from the boys. Momentum changed a little bit in that third going into the fourth. Perth caught fire a little bit. Mate, what was your look on it?
Well, obviously giving up 106 points is too many. Like, you score 100 and you should win that basketball game. When it was all said and done, we couldn't get the stops that were required down the stretch. And like you say, they made some shots, but we should have been able to get more stops than that.
Yeah, no, you're right there. Catalini come out. Sharks, he kind of like said to his boys, jump on my back if you guys can't do it. Class act. What do you say about him?
Oh, you know, some of the shots he made were tough, and they made some tough threes overhand that you go, oh, well, you know, you just got to live with those ones. But, you know, it's little plays and little things in games like this that make a difference, and we've got to find a way to get it done.
You're right. There's not much turnaround now. You head off to Adelaide, play the 36ers in another series decider, you know, one each there. What are your thoughts there? I know you're tied up with this game right now, but you got to look ahead. So what's the plan there?
Yeah, well, obviously, again, Adelaide's another team, a little bit like these guys. They run it down your throat, and they shoot a lot of threes. So, you know, we've got to regroup from this and go and put our game plan in action and get after that one.
We know you will. Hey, all the best over there. Do us proud.
Thanks, mate.
E te iwi kuina ngā whakaro o te kaiako Andre Lamana se aroha kauana ki te Kapa Breakers I tēnei wā I hinga mo te wiki tuarua I te kāinga. Wollongong Hawks was a nail biter that week, and the same thing applies. It was a 16-point lead that just vanished, and a big effort from the Perth Wildcats in the fourth quarter. Nara kia ahu atu I naina ki te kaiako with the Kapa Perth Wildcats me ana whakaro a Rob Beveridge.
Rob, excellent fourth quarter, mate. I thought the momentum changed a little bit in your favour at the end of the third. You carried on fourth. Nice game.
We just played free tonight. You know, I thought the first half we turned it over. They had too many rebounds, and we spoke about it at half-time. And we got some great shooters in our team, and it was important that if we're open, we got to shoot it. And you know, it's players like Catalini. You know, he's a veteran of the league. He showed why we got him in the team. You know, unbelievable performance tonight by Cat.
Oh, I can't say enough about him. He's put on a bit of show for everybody here in New Zealand and in Perth, and the boy just brings it, eh? I mean, he's old, he's a veteran, but shucks, he's still getting it done.
He's definitely old, and you know, you take him out, and we're the youngest team in the league, and you know, that experience down the stretch was important for him, and we left him out there, and he was feeling good tonight, so it's important to just keep trying to get him the ball, and he's got a licence to shoot.
Yeah, no, I thought he did an excellent job tonight, mate. Awesome game. All the best for the rest of the season. Sharks, take care of business, and I'm sure we'll see you guys in the playoffs.
It's a fantastic game. Good day to the ambassadors back home watching, and good day to the family as well. Love you all. Thanks.
There's a very happy man, Rob Beveridge. He's staring down the barrel of another shellacking here in New Zealand. They haven't got a good record here, but they have improved that tonight with a hard-fought victory, thanks to one man in particular. Well, he's a big reason for it. That's the Cat, Martin Catalini. You have a look at this. It was the Catalini show in the fourth quarter. He rode the pine most of the first three quarters, only scored about 1 point, but then he just completely took over. Hit his first 4 shots in a row, and just like that, the Wildcats were back in the fold, calling for the ball at every opportunity, using these mismatches against CJ Bruton, and he was clutch. Couldn't miss. This is one of the big shots right at the end of the game, which gave them the lead, and there you go. Fist pumping in the air. The Perth Wildcats knew they were in the hunt, and he came away with the goods. 75% from the floor, 3 of 5 from the three-point line, finished up with 18 points, 1 rebound, and just the 1 turnover. Martin Catalini, fantastic opportunity to see him live, and fantastic for all Perth Wildcats fans. He gets a big win for his team. Ara, inaia nei. Kei kona te tangata, Martin Catalini e kōrero ana ki tō mātou māngai a Paolo Manita.
Cat, mate, how you feeling, bro? Your hand must be on fire after that fourth quarter.
Yeah, got on, felt a bit of the hot patch there for a while, and it's been a while, so it was nice, good feeling. But better to get that win here. That was that game for us is huge.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, it was awesome to see you line it up. In the first half, you guys struggled, you know, to maintain that ball, the high turnovers, but you rectified that in the second half. Your rebounds were up. Mate, awesome effort.
Yeah, thanks, mate. You know, we felt we had a poor first half, so we came out second half with a bit of fire in our eyes and a bit of fire in our belly, and we played hard, and that was probably the difference between the first half, second half for us.
So what are you guys going to look to improve on that performance, you know, more so in the second half?
Yeah, we're just going to come ready to play that first half, but we're looking at Saturday now, Wollongong. In Wollongong, that game's a pivotal game for our season. We get that one, we make some space between first and second, and the rest of the groups. Looking forward to it.
Well, mate, if you keep shooting like that, I'm sure you'll get those results. Awesome, Cat. Good to see you again, brother.
Buddy.
There's Martin Catalini, and it is a big game coming up on Saturday. Perth Wildcats taking on the Wollongong Hawks. 2 teams right at the top of the table. Well, one guy, well, he tried his hardest. He scored 29 points. He was at an all-round good game for the Breakers. It wasn't quite enough, and that was Kirk Penny. Kirk Penny within the first half, well, he could not miss. He was hitting buckets from all angles, putting the ball on the floor. Usual sharp shooting self from deep. Quieted up in the second half though. Finished up still leading all scorers with 29 points. Building since he's come back from a long injury, getting stronger each match, but unfortunately again for New Zealand Breakers fans, unable to lead his team to a victory. But it was another productive individual night for Kirk Penny. who keeps himself right at the top of the table points per game. And you have a look at some of his stats: 29 points, 50% from field goals, 55% from the three-point line, and the man himself is standing by with Paolo Winitana.
Kirky, awesome individual performance there, mate. You put on the show for everybody. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result. I know you guys are gutted. What's the focus?
I don't know, I'm really disappointed. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts right now. We put ourselves once again in a situation to win the game, you know, with a 10-point lead, and they just had a run in a matter of a couple of minutes, and we lost it. You know, it's frustrating now because it's happened more than once. So you know, it's just so disappointing.
I know the pain you're feeling, mate. I know you guys got a quick turnaround with Adelaide, so mate, we won't keep you too long. I know you got your recovery and everything, mate. All the best on the road, and gonna do us proud, eh?
Thanks, man. That's important now. We do respond against Adelaide, but you know, we just have to find a way. It's a bit frustrating. It's just our home court. We're proud to play, and we're proud of our fans, and just so disappointed how it went tonight. But Adelaide is on Saturday, so we need to bring it in. Cheers, Paul.
E te iwi koe nā mātou mo tēnei pō, whai mairere kia tātou katoa. I got it, bro. Hello, hello. Yep, gotcha.
Are you shooting at 10 o'clock?
Yep. Sweet, bro. Yeah.
6.
Yeah, bro, so this just watch this one because I'll do this one in Māori and then we'll do the bilingual one after that. Alright, koe nei te tukinga ki Wainganui, te kapa Breakers me, te kapa Perth Wildcats, I tērā wiki I hinga rātou I te hauwha wakamutunga, engari I timata pai te kapa Breakers, pēnā tō rātou toa, te kaukuru koe a Kirk Penny. Hauwha tuatahi, koe ia tērā, e huti tika ana ki te kupenga. E kuru ana mai tawhiti e engari, tēnā no hoki te tangata nei a Damien Martin, tōna au tāia ki ngā taha eru o te kōti, te kaha no hoki ki te ārai, te tāhai te pāuru, tōna kaha hoki. Ki te tī hai, I te rārangi ārai o te kapa Breakers, nā tōna au tāia, I noho tata tonu, te kapa Wildcats, kia rātou hoariri, te kapa Breakers. Ngari tai atu, ki te wehenga rua I mua tonu te kapa Breakers. Nā CJ Bruton, I tīmata te tangata nei tōna ringa wera. Ki te whakātu I ona pūkenga katoa, anā tai atu ki tētahi wāhanga, te kau mā ono te rerekētanga ki Wainganui ngā tīma e rua nei ko te kapa Breakers kei mua. I wā rātou hoariri, anā ko tēnei tangata tētahi o e rā tino take. Engari, pēnā ki te wiki ko tahake, tai atu ki te haupā whakamutunga I tū ake ngā manuwhiri. Martin Carolini, tēnei tau tōhito, te tāia, te aukati I aia, I te wāhanga whakamutunga, te kaupā waruwana māka, I tērā wāhanga motu hake o te kēmu I whakatata atu. I whakatata mai te kapa Wildcats anā tai atu ki ngā miniti whakamutunga. Ko rātou kē I puta ki mua anā e hotu ana te manawa o te haukāinga I hinga ko tahirau maono ki te ko tahirau. Do that in English, bro, but I'll say something, then you say something, then we'll just go back.
Precise, short, sharp.
Oh, these ones, bro, it's just, yeah, it's just kind of telling the story of the game, bro. So it's Kirk Penny first in the first quarter. So just talk about a bit what he did. Then it's Damien Martin, that's the second quarter. CJ in the third, and then Catalini in the fourth. These ones can be a little bit longer, actually, bro. We're all good, bro.
Car point.
Nice up on the energy too, bro, for these. Awesome. This for our internet. For the second week in a row, the Breakers took on the big dogs of the competition, Perth Wildcats. It was a heartbreak loss to the Wollongong Hawks, but this week they started off sweet, especially Kirk Penny, who scored 15 points in the opening part of the game.
He just came out of the gates firing, you know. Kirk getting into the hoop, shooting threes, doing a little bit of everything. And one thing I liked about them was the aggression on the offensive boards, you know, defensively. But then they had the likes of, mate, Damien Martin. I thought he played superbly tonight, you know, penetrating. Excellent decision-making on that on-ball. Defensive specialist. Great guy to watch.
Simple, hard-nosed basketball. Damien Martin kept his team close. Come to the second, or the end of the first half where they're up by 8. And then it was plays like this. Hustle plays, defense, offense. He had it all going on in the second quarter.
That's right, and that's where the momentum, you know, came from. Plays like that. Big Big plays defensively, get you going offensively, and that's how they got back into it. CJ, mate, he put on a bit of a show for us, taking down the big fella there, Luke Schencher, kind of looking at him there, giving a little stare down.
Well, CJ Bruton was instrumental in a 16-point lead for the Breakers in the third quarter. It looks as though they were coasting, redeeming themselves for a tough loss last week until the fourth quarter, where everything turned to custard for the Breakers and upset the Cat, winding back the clock, who could not miss.
Mate, I spoke to him after the game. He said it's been a while. He is back. The Cat is back. I don't know where he's been, mate. He's always been around, but shucks, he was just on fire. Give the ball to Catalini, get out of the way. I thought it was awesome recognition of the team to make sure he got the shots, you know. In transition coming up, Redditch has got numbers, but he gave it to the guy open, which is Cat.
Well, he put a show on for the Perth Wildcats, and it got them the win, 106 to 100. The Breakers fall again. They got a lot of work coming up.